I should say at this point, everything is in-house. I am using a few like high level, I'm using a high level OpenGL interface API called Coggle, which allows me to manipulate some primitives and things like that. But it's in-house graphics, in-house code. Pretty much everything you see is in-house. I'm using Lilypond to generate the scores, and then I'm using lots of other stuff like an in-house algorithm to detect rhythm, everything like that, all the animations and stuff like that. It's taken a long time to do, and it will probably break, so I'm running it in a debugger. So when it does break, we can just track the seg fault and start over. Yeah, it's written in C, and there's lots of like dynamic memory allocation that has to sort of happen on the fly for each score that gets created. So there's a lot of like back end to it that you don't necessarily see, but is pretty vital to it. Yeah, so let's do it. Whatever.
Alright, so let's see.
I was just going to go up here.
Alright. So, just so you guys know, there's basically 8 different paths, how it's tracking pitch on here also. So as you can see, basically, you have the rhythm that's being picked up.
Yeah. So there's different there's like a transform that's done for rhythm, and then the others are sort of just based on simply comparing your performance to the actual score and doing. By all means, take as many as you like.
I'll continue through that.
Sure.
I feel good.
Well, it hasn't started.
Nice. That's kind of nice. Oh, see, this is great.
It's so nice.
Oh,
but the wrong dynamic. I don't know why. Who knows?
And I'm moving on by pressing everything with a foot pedal, just so you guys know. So that way it knows when I'm finished.
And it generates these in real time, and it's randomly decided based on his previous performance what it decides to compose for him next.
There, okay. Fail. So 16 above is passing, 50 and 60 below is fail. And through your right and we'll see.
Now dynamic is just being so mad.
Alright.
Yeah. I could go in and rebuild it right now, but I don't really want to.
No.
You don't down facing on at the top there.
Oh yeah, so what's going on, there's a HUD, and the HUD there's a couple things. There's indicator lights just based on what he's playing. Then there's
a pad number or something.
Yeah, the pad numbers are
So
just...
they'll light up as they play.
Yeah.
So that way you can actually track and see if I'm playing the right pad if you're already using it.
And then the bars on the other end are showing you, like, as the bigger the bar, the more, each of those is a different aspect of the score composer. And so the longer that bar is, like, the more intense that aspect of the score composer is going to be.
And so if you're reading the music here, if this is treble clef, low B would be the lowest note, and then high B would be the highest note for the 8 notes, and it's always on just the open space.
Yeah. Does not like that dynamic. Maybe I should code it out or code in the grade.
Well, let's just jump you to the next level, because I think she's going to keep failing it.
Game over.
All right, let's just jump you to the... Yeah. Let's just jump you to...
So the way that it's grading it also is like there's 5 cards basically, right? And so from there, I have to pass 3 times. Otherwise, I fail and I get game over.
Right.
I see their tempo mark. Are you given a tempo or a click track at any point? Or
No.
You kind
You kind of have to take
Okay.
just an arbitrary rhythm to try and get through.
Alright,
Or
so
arbitrary tempo to get through.
Okay.
And yes, it is grading me on how accurate I am to that. Also.
How accurate you are at knowing where 84 is? Like,
Yeah.
Wow.
It knows where 84 and it also can figure out what tempo I'm more or less playing. Well, not.
It figures, it's kind of... We can get into the technical behind
Yeah.
that at some point. I wanted to move you on to another level, though. After this one. Yeah, whatever, it'll be fine. So let me move you ahead in the game. Here, tap it, please. Yeah, that's about.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to move it into actually a
Oh, there.
determining your work
Yeah,
here.
perfect.
All right. This is later on in the game.
Yeah. Okay.
It's just being too nice to you.
Yeah, that's what I was
liking
like.
that. Do you want? Oh yeah. There's a flashlight.
Oh, yeah. I see.
And so we can sort of see a little bit about what's going on.
For the interactive player.
Yeah. So it's a 2-player game.
Yeah. Yeah.
You got all this? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I got it.
Hey.
There. Good.
All right.
Awesome. Great.
Andrew, the song that makes the little bang, bang, that's just a note, it's not a mistake.
It's not a mistake.
Okay.
No.
Here,
Because it kind of stands out from the others. It sounds
Right.
like it's the mistake being,
Being out of Yeah. Well, we didn't know what to do for sound, and honestly, so much of the project was the score composer and the rhythm detector, and obviously all the visuals. That actually didn't spend too much time yet developing sound, simply because we just didn't get to it. Probably put 1,000 hours at least into this so far, and that's
we both
whole
were
other set of operations.
and just recently we were like, so what kind of sounds do we want? We're like, I don't know. And that was almost secondary to some of the stuff, but at this point, I think it's something we're interested in.
I mean, I think the ones that we are using, I think they're all fine. Just that one kind of sticks out because it sounds like
That sounds like an error, right? Well, maybe that's what.
But I mean, it's interesting. It adds some sort of, the viewer has to, it's a little ambiguous.
Should we move on to level 5, maybe?
Go for it. At the same point, the piece is, about my future failure. And so, it is about grading the performer. And so an error sound in some ways is like, well, I'm doing that right, but you're getting a wrong sound.
Yeah.
So, yes.
So there's blood.
Oh. Okay, good. Next one.
Hey, you got this.
Yeah, okay.
It's easy. Wait, what is that?
It's a 7 over
7
2.
over- oh,
7 over 4. Yeah. Okay, do one more time.
Okay.
It's tempo 106, straight. Something like that. Good.
5, 7, 1.
All right, so
Tempo 106.
perfect. Let's go. Yeah, thanks.
Fail.
So you do have to memorize.
A little bit, yeah.
And the other player sort of helps you.
Yeah. So it's
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of a.
So if the other player doesn't like you for the performance, then you're going to have problems.
Yeah.
Okay.
113.
13.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. Oh, great. Can't read it. Good.
It's a set top.
12 over 2. Yep. Okay. Keep going.
And it also does. It's built in to handle like nested tuplets and things like that. But we took them out for the sake of Steve's sanity.
Yes. Yeah.
But it can also do like lots of Fernie-Hoyan like nested tuplets and things like that if you increase the values high enough.
Yeah. So if the person who really feels the wisdom.
Yeah, that's in a later release.
Did you take part of a predetermined set, or is it completely random?
It's composed of like a tree structure. Well, we can actually go into it a little bit, like after.
I'll try
one more, and then we can talk a little tech.
I'll scroll through all the way through
Yeah.
one time.
Sure.
Okay. Good. Come on. Good.
All right, got this.
Great. Here we go.
Zombies.
Two.